Good morning or evening, my friends. It's been a little bit of time. I have returned. I took a little break. I've been uploading every 2 to 3 days since November. That's tiring. It's exhausting to do that, so I think a well-deserved break was absolutely needed. So far, we've uploaded 96 videos of Dying Light 2 onto this channel. That's a lot of content. We have done a lot, and we will continue to do so on this channel together for a very long time. Enough self-promotion talk. We have news to discuss. You saw that title. You want to hear more about Dying Light 2 and Dying Light, and that's my time to shine. First, a new screenshot image has surfaced, and then it was officially shared on the Dying Light Discord. We have Aiden and Hulken together, and it looks like they are still training. At this point of time, it looks like Aiden has his biomarker already, and from what we have seen so far with all of the gameplay, the community has kind of come to an agreement that we're going to start out by training with Hulken in the beginning. Kind of similar to what we did with Raheem in the original. Before you know, we did that. He will show us the ropes to parkouring, go over stealth, and finally get us our biomarker. All of which we have seen in the gameplay trailer so far, just like I've stated. Then it looks like afterwards we will pick up right where this screenshot takes place, but diving more into the image. We have beautiful lighting here, and since it is daytime, I believe that these are degenerates. I absolutely love the verticality to this image here, by the way. The area right here is definitely looks climbable. It just reeks of Dying Light parkour to me. And then even further behind that, it looks like this building may be climbable as well. It also looks like there is a rope that goes across the screen right here, which may well possibly be a zip line, which is something that comes if you side with the survivors. And it's also something that we've seen in the gameplay trailers as well. Peeking on over to the right over here, we have more buildings here. There's also a GR here in the background, which could be a GRE building or quarantine site. It's really difficult to make it out. Moving down to the right, we have more infected. I don't believe this is a special one or anything. And then if we head right down into the underground, we see a ton more of infected waiting for us. Remember, they love the dark, so this is going to be an intense area. It could be possible that once we grab his hand, it does like a scripted event, and then we fall down, and now we're in the underground section, and we have to go and explore that, a part of the tutorial. Just some food for thought for you. I can't exactly tell you what kind of infected these are. My Discord has been going back and forth between whether or not they're special infected or not, so do let me know what you think down below. But all in all, this is a great image. This could be something that we see in the next Dying to Know episode. Remember, the next one is heavily focused on parkour and David Bell, which is exactly what we got here. But let's move on to the next section of the video. You saw that title, Dying Light may be coming to the Nintendo Switch. Now this one is a leak. Wasn't sure whether or not I was going to cover it, but lots of news outlets are discussing it, so I'm late to the party, but I might as well do it because I think there's a lot to discuss here. To quickly sum it up, basically Dying Light with all of its DLC could be coming to the Switch in October. And I have a couple things to say about this. First off, I do love that they're bringing the game to another platform that has yet to experience the game. And according to this screenshot, which was posted by a Polish website, they are taking advantage of the Switch controls. So you can expect HD rumble, gyro aiming, motion controls, and also the touchscreen, which I think is a massive plus for this. And it gives us some hope for other various things that Techland could be doing with other platforms. For example, I feel like if they are utilizing the motion controls on the original Dying Light, if this is true, I think the likelihood of them utilizing next-gen controls for Dying Light 2, such as the DualSense, would be much higher if this leak is indeed true. It shows that they're willing to go and make changes for specific platforms. Now for my big concerns. Why release it so late? It's also so close to the sequel. I understand trying to hit an audience that may not have experienced the game yet. It's certainly it's an interesting business decision. I feel like though, if you wanted to play Dying Light by now, you would have played it. You wouldn't have waited to play it on Switch. Oh, hi there. Maybe they were testing to see how it performs in case they wanted to bring over Dying Light 2 eventually in the future. I'm also worried what the player count is going to look like on the Switch. I hope it doesn't look like good old Marvel Avengers and how that game just went downhill after some time. I feel like once the second game does come out, the player count on Switch might drop drastically. If they really want this to be successful, they need to make sure that the port is at the very most decent, okay? The Witcher 3 had a fairly okay port over to the Switch compared to other games on there. I mean, you have things like Ark Survival, which, like, what is this right here? Another thing to mention too is that the Switch's online system, it's like a 50-50 on whether or not it works. It's really unreliable. And with this game being 4-player co-op, it's certainly something to take into consideration. I'm interested to see how it turns out. If it does happen, I'm gonna get the game out of my own curiosity just to see how it performs compared to other platforms. It's certainly something to look forward to if the port is decent. If the port is a miss and it runs like Cyberpunk on a base PS4, I will proudly roast this company for hours. I'm certainly keeping my expectations in check for this one, not overhyping or going in low for it, just going in with the expectation that I can play Dying Light on the go, and that's really about it. Power of a Switch. You play it on a train, you play it on a plane. Oh, imagine you're playing and you're sitting next to someone and all you hear is Kyle Crane just cursing. Fucking kidding me! Over and over. I also guess that the perfect opportunity to reveal something like this would be on the next Dying to Know episode, which should be coming relatively soon. I mean, it's not confirmed yet, but if I had to guess, I think around in August we can expect one. On the first episode, they announced the Platinum Edition, so it's not something that's unlikely to happen if they were to do it. But yeah, that is everything that I had to say about this screenshot and also Dying Light on Switch. I'd be curious to hear your thoughts and comments down below on this one, especially with its regards on Switch. Let me know. I want to hear it. And also, wow, this video I think is a lot longer than what we're used to. I mean, I have my script right in front of me. It's 4 pages long. We hit like 1.5 at most, and this one's 4. I could have easily made this into 2 videos, but I'm just gonna try out this format and see how it goes. I don't know. I'm just winging it, to be honest. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I don't know. I don't know. But anyways, thank you all for absolutely everything on the channel. We are doing great. Hopefully soon we'll get another episode of Dying to Know. Remember, I said August 5th or August 12th. I think the likelihood of that happening is relatively high. But let's see what happens. Thank you again. Subscribe if you enjoyed. Leave a like as well. Do all that fancy stuff for me. But with all that said, stay fresh, stay human, have a good night, and more importantly, good luck.